Stupid fucking cunt. Her tits are so fat. It's like she thinks she has big tits, but
we're rolling.
Oh. Gobble gobble, insannies. Welcome to the gratitude episode of Meanspiration. We were gonna do the comedy episode, but we ran out of fucking time and you guys didn't send enough stuff in. So keep sending in that stuff. We'll do that the following week. Guys, it is fucking Thanksgiving. It is Thanksgiving right now. If you're listening to this, you are being a terrible family member. You are a fucking asshole. If you are listening to this or watching this, go hang out with your nieces and nephews, okay? Have a turkey leg, okay? Eat a little cranberry sauce with your fucking grandmother. What the hell are you doing? Eat some cran with your gran. Okay? I don't have grandparents. You're not going to hang out with your I don't have grandparents. They're fucking dead. They're fucking dead. I was one of those kids where my parents were old, which is hilarious because if I end up having kids, I'm going to be as old, if not older than my old parents. Now I'm like, ooh, they weren't that fucking old. These are fucking babies having babies over here in their 30s. But it's like, so my grandparents were dead. My grandparents died when I was like 15. Everyone was gone. What, do you have for grandparents still?
Yeah.
Your mommy's young.
Yeah, my mom's 48.
She's young.
Yeah.
I dated a guy your mom's age. Gross.
Older.
No, he's that age.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I just feel like, here's the thing with dating older guys too that I realized. I don't know if it's just specifically this one because I always dated younger guys. I like the stamina. Sometimes you come too fast, but you figure it out. Think of football or whatever you got to think about. Think about your very own moms. Then you don't come. You think about your very own mothers, grandparents, deaths. That'll keep you from coming. But anyway, they're better in bed, but they're lazier.
Older people?
Older guys. But maybe that's just this one. He'd be like, bring your vibrator, lights out at 12. I'm like, Jesus Christ, Grandpa.
You think Liev Schreiber?
I think Liev Schreiber's also famous. If you add like fame and being 50 or whatever it is, or 52.
You just get extra stamina?
I don't know if you have extra stamina or you're kind of like, bitch, come ride my dick. Do you know what I mean? You're like, I'm Liev Schreiber. You better ride this fucking dick.
Just get on top.
And my dick looks a lot like my nose. That's why I think I'm into him. Like, oh, I bet he has a big dick because of his nose. Do you think that's true? The guys
Absolutely not, but it's funny to think about.
Nose to dick ratio?
I don't think so.
I'm like, I want to ride that fucking. But we're talking about, it's like we beat the system, right? We beat the like system of love where it's like you all of a sudden are like, oh, nobody's perfect. I'm never going to find this perfect match. Like the idea of like falling madly in love with someone again feels like not.
Like it's just not going to happen.
Not that it's not going to happen, but it's like the way that you would fall in love with people like blindly when you were young because you just didn't know better.
Yeah. No, I'm 29. I feel the same way.
Yeah, it's like you get that one moment or the few moments, and then you go, oh, you like you do learn the lesson.
Yeah.
Oh, why are they making fucking?
I know.
Why are they mowing outside?
It's so annoying.
Is my door closed?
Yeah, it is. It's still loud as shit though.
It's just like you're selling the building. Who cares? They're selling my building. Would be homeless again. Hi, gotta get a boyfriend quick. Boyfriend quick. Need a house. No, I'm gonna get my house quick is what I'm gonna do. But so you felt that way with yours? You feel that way now?
Yeah, I feel that way now. After my last breakup, for sure.
Is it bitterness or like reality? Because
I think it's a little bit of both.
Falling in love is like a mental illness. Like when you fall in love, like but gone are the days like. I remember I would like flunk out of school. My one boyfriend, oh my God, my boyfriend Ryan in college, like we only were together for like 3 months maybe.
Yeah.
He was like the first boyfriend who was so funny and cool. He was like bald and like not hot, but I thought he was so hot. He was so funny and we just had such a good time. And then when he dumped me, I was like, I couldn't believe it because I was like flunking out of school because he was eating me out all day. I was just like, And then he was so good at it too. Bald guys, I like you. I know what you got. Too much testosterone. Your hair falls out and you fucking eat a puss. I get it. But it's hard because you don't know what to grab onto. You have to like grab their ears or their, like keep a shirt on so they grab their collar because they don't have hair when they're down there. But I never had a problem with bald guys. People just need to manage their baldness. They don't know how to do it. You know, the first step is hats. But I don't mind. I don't even mind when a guy takes a hat off. You got to know. When a guy takes a hat off. Oh, fuck. All right. I didn't want to do this, guys. The racist, speaking of hats, the racist puppet's back. Okay. He's getting worse. I didn't realize he was like MAGA racist. He's MAGA and racist. Stop. I'm telling you, I seriously don't want him on here. But yeah, I know. Stop. All right. He has pictures of my asshole and he's threatening to release them. You can't release them. Stop. These pictures of my asshole, you guys. And I have hemorrhoids. He can't release them. You cannot release those pictures of my asshole. Stop. I have to let him. He said I have to give him at least 3 minutes on each episode. It breaks my heart he's saying these things. Stop. All right, that's enough. Your time's up. I don't believe in any of those things he said, okay? I think we're all equal. Anyway. Yeah, we might have just beaten the system, and then now it's like you're weathered down, you just see it. But I don't know. I like getting fucking weird people. I was talking to you about that earlier. I like getting fucking like, I love like getting super, when you meet someone, it's like you can get like fucking real. Ooh. Mm-hmm. That's good. But it takes a sec. You can't do it too soon. That's scary. Have you ever been in those relationships where you like go all in really fast and then you wake up and you go, this is not my life. You're like, you got to get out. Like, fuck, I got to get out of this now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, I've done that to people. It's been done to me. Whew. That bald guy dumped me on Christmas Eve. But then I think about it. Thank God. Whatever. I had a flight to go for New Year's with his family. He wanted me to meet his family. But I get it. I get it. It took me a second to understand because I needed to do it to someone else before I understood. But you go all in and then all of a sudden you're like, I just gave my future away. I'm 23.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, I don't even know if this is the right thing.
I feel like that's what people don't understand when they get married young. Is that they're just giving up meeting anyone in their 20s, 30s, 40s.
I've also I've met some guys where I see them like go, fuck. I know that's cocky, but I swear to God, like they meet and they go, who are you? And I'm like, too late. I had a married guy who I was really good friends with, and we ended up having to stop being friends because it just like, it was the friendship just didn't make sense because he was already married. Like there was too much like female attention coming from me. And it just was, I don't know. I don't know what my next relationship's going to be, but I get possessive, but only if the person doesn't make me feel special. Like if the person makes me feel special. Like I had a married guy once that was trying to have an affair with me. And I was like, I'm never gonna like hook up with you. And I had like when I met him, I was so disappointed when I saw he was married because we had worked together and we had been texting and stuff. And I was like, oh, he's so like, we had like a thing. So then when I saw he was married, I was like, oh. So then like, it wasn't unwarranted what he was doing. Like it wasn't like, he didn't make up that there was a thing, but it's like, I just was like, nah, dude, I'm not gonna do it. And then to try to convince me, he was like, well, I've already done it. Does it help if I've already done it with someone else? I go, absolutely not. Like, you didn't make me feel special. Now I'm like another whatever, you know?
Another affair.
Yeah. Why are you mowing there's no lawn. What are you mowing? There's no grass. Literally, it could be grass. It could be weed. They're just blowing weed. It's fucking California. Like, we got to get these weed nuggets off of here. Get the fuck out of here. What the hell? It's like literally, it's just every building has to have a Mexican man come for at least 45 minutes a week and do nothing. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
What is the maintenance?
I have no idea, but I wake up to that sound all the time, and it's
Is your dad?
so frustrating.
Is it sad that it's never your dad?
I look out the window. Where are you? I look out the window. I'm like, Dad.
Do you ever look through the window in prison to see your dad and go like, Dad? Anthony's so Mexican, if you know what I mean. His dad's in prison, and
people are gonna be so confused as to what I am because you call me Haitian, you say I look black.
We have to put a picture of you up here.
Okay, I'll put one up right now.
Anthony, aren't they so cute? My boobs are. It's just good to finally like feel yourself. It's just like so long of just being like. So like you get mad. You know what it is? I think girls, I can't speak for everyone, but I think girls, you see like a different girl's body and you go like, that's the body I want. It's just not your body. Yeah. Like there's just no way you can have it. You weren't built that way. You don't have that bone structure. Like so then you're like, you're going for a thing that's impossible. So then you always feel less than instead of just being like, I want to be my best. Like I want to do fucking jujitsu and fucking rock climb. Back in jujitsu, bitches. My sugar got paid for my jujitsu. This girl is paying for this month, which is very nice of her. She said I have to roll with her. And then I said, ew, lesbian. And she went, yeah. So now I have to have her pussy in my face. Pretty much we 69 all class. So I'm not saying do jujitsu because there might be girls 69ing, but is it called a 69 or a sissy 9 when it's two girls? God, I just come up with these things. You guys are so lucky. Aren't you so lucky that you're not hanging out with your family and listening to this? Like, eat some turkey. Do you guys think turkeys get tired from their own tired shit that makes us tired that's in their meat?
I heard that's a myth, but it would be hilarious if that was true.
It's a myth? The tryptamine?
So. Tryptophan.
Tryptophan? What's tryptamine? Is that what killed Michael Jackson? He tripped a fan and then they stabbed him. Boom. Guys, it doesn't stop. Anthony, shut the fuck up. Oh, whoever sent me that taser, thank you. I got a taser in the mail. And John Kroll sent me, oh my God, wait. Where is it?
What?
Don't, just shut up. You guys remember this? My other weapon? I found this. I haven't used it. I didn't sleep well. Everything's cool. I have ideas in my head that I need to get down, and I'm like having my last moment of sabotage before I get my work done.
What do you mean? I
just have this and I realized this on ayahuasca, I've made an authority figure in between me and my work that's not a real person. Uh-huh. And I'm like, no, you can't tell me what to do. But it's like just ideas I have that I want to make. Uh-huh. But I've just somehow built up like a resistance to getting my work done.
You're self-sabotaging yourself?
I'm self-sabotaging myself. You said self a lot. Where is I got a switchblade comb. Fuck. I've been carrying it around. I don't know where it went. Someone probably stole it. It might be in my car. Still don't have my car back. So fucking annoying. Did I talk about getting my tire slashed? Honestly, getting my tire slashed was amazing. It made me feel so cool. It made me feel so wanted, acknowledged. Also, I feel like getting my tire slit matches my outfit. Like the way I dress, I dress like someone who's got some fucking slit ass tires. It's pretty cool. And I had the car that I had was a muscle car. I had that Dodge Challenger. So that's a pretty cool car slashable tire. Mm-hmm. I mean, tire slashable car. Yeah. No, but isn't it the most, of all the cars on the street, you would be like, I'm going to slash the fuck out of this asshole. He looks like he drives one. That looks like his car. I mean, he's my friend. We just believe different things. We can still be friends. I still love my aunt. She thinks fucking Mexicans are going to climb over her actual wall. My aunt, really, I'm like, do you think they're going to she goes, they're going to climb over my wall. I'm like, why would they climb over your wall? What are you talking about? Your wall? I'm like, I think they mean there's a bigger wall they're talking about. She's like, build my wall higher. But I still love her. But she's crazy. Whatever. Everyone makes sense, right? Can trace back why everyone's the way they are. But anyway, with that said, I will die alone. It's fine. I don't care. One of my followers wrote something about how I could get pupped up. He goes, you could get pupped up. I don't know if he meant pumped up.
But
I thought he meant knocked up. Pupped up. Pupped up is such a good term.
He wants to have puppies with you.
I don't think I think he meant to say pumped. But pupped up sounds good. Yeah, fucking knock you up. Put some puppies in that bitch. I fuck dogs, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. I was hooking up with a guy and his dog ate me out. Did I tell that story?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got 2 licks in after I noticed. Thanksgiving, what are you thankful for?
What am I thankful for?
Yeah. This podcast. I think I'm going to work with Annie.
This podcast, working with you.
That's so sweet. Where did you just thought of that first?
Yeah, you haven't beat me up yet.
You would love to be beaten up by me, Anthony. Anthony?
You could try to beat me up, but I'd probably knock you out.
Everyone thinks that, but I know jujitsu. I know one move in jujitsu. No, I got to get good because you guys, I really will be able to fuck all of you guys up no matter what your goddamn size is. And you think you can do it, but I will fucking be able to get you.
Yeah, but if I just stomp your feet.
No, you won't be able to stomp my feet because you're going to be in a fucking heel hook, dude. I'm going to break your fucking ankle. I'm going to have you passed out on the ground. Do you understand?
I'm twice your size.
I will kill you. You'll be dead. Do you understand? This is what you guys don't get. It's like, give me a sec though. Let me learn it. Give me a sec. Don't start punching me now. Anthony, stop. Anthony's a producey beater. You're the producer. I'm the producey. I don't know. I'm very grateful for my job. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for ayahuasca. I'm grateful for all of it. And I'm in a weird place. I'm going through a little bit of a transition in a friendship and I feel weird, but it's okay. It's fine. I feel sad. It's okay. Who cares?
You shouldn't feel sad. You're on Adderall.
I'm on Adderall. I should feel ready to write a fucking paper about a book or something. A book report. I should be ready to read. I should be ready to read right now. I'm on fucking Adderall. Just a tiny bit. Why is this fucking happening?
I don't know.
Is it going to ruin the podcast?
No. I don't think you... No. No. If it was picking it up, this would be lighting up, and it's not. I think it's far enough away where it's not.
All right. I'm grateful for this fucking asshole doing a fucking... What? I have no clue what he is fucking doing right now. Why is it so loud out? There's the maintenance guy doing literally nothing. This building's crazy. There's people like suing the owner. Things are going down in this building.
Oh, shit.
But I think they have to pay me if they want me out. I don't know. Who cares?
That'd be cool.
Who cares? I got to get my house in the hills. To keep masturbating to it, remember the vision. I only have $100 bill left in my masturbation bucket. My masturbation pumpkin. I have one $100 bill. I should break it and make it one so I can spread it across. And I look like a stripper.
When you were a kid, what did you guys do for Thanksgiving?
When I was a kid, we went to different, like sometimes we go meet up with my cousins and it was fun because they were like cousins we didn't see that much. But my mom's so funny. She gets around her family and all of a sudden she's got this like amazing vocabulary. I'm like, hey, you white trash bitch. How come at home you're like fucking Tanya Harding and then around these people you're like Nancy Kerrigan? No, but why you're Tanya Harding when you're home with us and you're fucking Maya Angelou with these bitches. She got like this amazing like, I get it, Mom, you went to grad school, but can you show us at home? Can you teach us some words? I was texting with a guy and he said a word I didn't know. And then I was just made fun of the entire time. I have to look up words when I'm texting someone. Come on now. But maybe that's a problem with him. Don't be a snob. Just fucking texting words I got to look up. Anyway, maybe I got to learn to read. Maybe it's time. Anthony, do you read books?
I wish I could say yeah, but no. I'll start reading a book and then put it down and then just never read it again.
Do you read Facebook?
No.
Facebook book. I used to have a joke when I first started. I was like, my favorite book is the Facebook book. I flipped to the page that's my ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend. Wow, it's juicy. She's a stupid bitch. When I first started. Facebook was like kind of newish when I first started. It wasn't like new, but it was like it was the one. It was before Instagram. There was no Twitter yet.
2007?
2009.
Oh. When did MySpace die?
Around MySpace I joined. I was so good at MySpace, you guys.
Did you have like the sparkly background and all that?
I had it was crystals and then dolphins diving into each other. It was an animated background, okay? I had a Shaq song, switched to another Shaq song, and someone posted. I remember I felt so good. Someone goes, "Did you just switch your background song from one Shaq song to another song?" I go, "Yeah." My biological didn't bother, or whatever that song was about his dad. But I had Shaq songs playing. Jonathan Lipnicki, the kid from Jerry Maguire, was my number one friend. You'll look him up. You'll put a picture of him, and everyone's gonna die. I used to write to him. He was like 16. And I was like, "You're cute." Like, I just wanted to get him to respond to me. I was just like drunk working as an innkeeper in Santa Fe. I used to be an innkeeper. Did you know that? That was one of my jobs. I've had the craziest jobs. These have been my jobs. Okay. My first job was obviously babysitting, and I was very bad at babysitting. I fucked all of them. No, I fell asleep. The parents would come home and I'd be like passed out. I'm like, oh my God. And so babysitter. I worked at nursery schools. Then I did, worked at Color Me Mine at those pottery places. Mm-hmm. And the owner ended up She was crazy. She was batshit crazy. Did I tell this story?
No.
Okay, so everyone right before Christmas, everyone was like getting, their kids like, look at the fucking handprint for grandpa. So like, here's a plate with like baby's handprint or whatever. And like little kids painting bullshit. It's like ugly, but it's what, get the Christmas present for daddy.
Yeah.
So we had a guarantee. If you get it in by this day, we'll fire it, glaze it. It'll be ready to wrap and send out. At that time, it's the busiest time. She was going through a divorce and her husband, they went to have a trial and for some reason the courthouse postponed their hearing because of something else. So she decided it was the mayor of Philadelphia, this guy, Mayor Ed Rendell's fault. She was so crazy. She was bipolar. Mm-hmm. So she shut the store down, made us put paper all over the windows like it looked like the store went out of business, and write a note and say, if you want your Christmas presents, talk to Mayor Ed Rendell. And she put his phone number, and then they were getting phones off the hook. And we were getting all these calls. She made us put the phone off the hook so nobody could call us. Then, and we were just like in there, like, what do we do? Like we were all just like trapped in this dark building.
Jesus.
And then she told her husband she wanted to meet at a park, and she had a decorative spear, kind of like me. She had a weapon that was just supposed to hang on the wall. It was like an Aborigine thing or something. With it? No, she went to the park to like attack her husband.
Oh my God.
And he fled. He saw her with the spear. Was like, oh, this bitch is crazy. So he got in his car. He fled. She was chasing him. She was drunk. She wrapped her fucking car around a pole. Something happened where the airbag hit her and then she puked a little. So there was like a stain here. So then she had the manager, this guy, Neil, who's like this 19-year-old guy he was a photographer. That was his hobby. Uh-huh. So she had him come take pictures of her, like, and it looked like she was dead. Like she was in the car like this.
And she going through her armpit.
she made a fake Philadelphia Inquirer newspaper cover. She literally cut it out and made it. And it said died in, I shouldn't have said her name, bleep her name out. Kim, whatever, died in a car accident. And then she faxed it to the mayor's office. And then the second one was, you wish, Mayor Ed Rendell, I'm still alive and I'm coming for you. And like sent it in. Like she was fucking batshit crazy. I'm 15 years old. Like, can I go to school? I have homework. Like, oh my God, can I go home? I have so much fucking weed dipped in formaldehyde to smoke. I was a juvenile delinquent, let's be real. I'm like, there's a 40 under my bed I want to drink. I have a gang member to meet later. But it was just so crazy. So then years later, she killed herself. She eventually killed herself.
Oh my God, how sad.
She speared herself to death.
Did she really
No,
use
I
a
have no
spear?
clue how she died. But she was a crazy bitch and she was super mean. And I'm sorry she's dead, but she was a fucking kook. But that was traumatizing. That was a holiday story. So I had that job. Then I was a nursery school teacher for 18 to 24-month-olds when I was 19. That was such a cute job. We'll put that picture up. It was cute. I have a picture of me with all these crying kids. Everyone's crying. There's like one in my lap. I'm the middle teacher. And then that was such a cute job. And then I worked special ed. And then I did service work and I trained dolphins and saved sea turtles. That's why I like plastic straws, because sea turtles are so disgusting and I regret saving them. They're gross. They're fucking gross. They smell bad. I did get their pussy juice. We talked about it on the Bonnie episode. It's disgusting. Then I did like Habitat for Humanity. I did a bunch of stuff. I got that was my little Quaker heart. And then bartender, go-go dancer. And I became a go-go dancer because I was wasted one night. I just turned 21. I was at this club in Santa Fe. There was one club, it was a gay club. And my friend was the manager there. And she was like, I'll give you $50 if you dance up on this podium. And I was so hammered that I like had dance confidence. Mm-hmm. So I just got up there and fucking danced. And then they're like, come back every Friday or something. And they would pay me $50 an hour. And then I would get tips and stuff. It was pretty cool. And I wasn't like naked or anything, but I was a bad dancer and my chicken cutlets would come up. I talked about this. I would cry and fall off, but I was also a nanny. And then I couldn't bend down to help the kids. And I would show up with like glitter and like fake eyelashes on my cheeks from like being wasted doing this thing. And then I always had two jobs. So I was bartending at night and then I was an innkeeper by day. And so an innkeeper, you just show up before all the bed and breakfast people wake up. This was in Santa Fe. So there was a lot of tourists. So they would wake up. I would have to have their coffee ready for them and, cook like a quiche or whatever. I know how to make really good New Mexican style breakfast from this job. So I have to make it. And it's, they had all the instructions and stuff. I just had to follow my boss's instructions. He was my old neighbor, this guy, David, who was cool. But I showed up so hammered one day that I wasn't able to cook. I was like, I will die. I had to call my boss and be like, I can't, I'll die. I don't think I see a red thing. Is it recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I had to call him and be like, dude, I'm wasted. And he was like, you're fired. And I was like, I mean, yeah, but it's like that or burn myself and the people don't get food. I was like, I'm unable to bake a quiche right now. I cannot make a frittata. I'm all frittataed out. I had too many hot toddies last night to make a frittata. But just like so still hammered, so wasted. I never learned the things. Like people be like, how do we get to Taos? And I'd be like, print out like a thing. I was so lazy. I could have easily been a very good innkeeper, but I was just like, I'd suggest the same restaurants. Like I was just like so bad at my job. Just hammered. Then what was I after the innkeeper? I moved back to Philly. And then my dad just like wanted to hang out with me. So I didn't get a job. I just hung out with him for a little bit. And then it was all bartending. I moved back to Santa Fe, bartending. Yeah, I moved to Philly. I did an improv class. Then I moved back to Santa Fe, and then I really wanted to do stand-up. So I moved to New York to do stand-up. And then didn't do stand-up. I just got fucking hammered, screaming in public, being so crazy. I almost got beat up so many times. I always had like a big dude with me to protect me from my own drunken self. I was fun, though. I had some real epic ones. We'll post some pictures of my last time out, my last hurrah. I was like in a bikini. I woke up in a bikini at a friend's house from college who I hadn't seen in 5 years. I had somehow reunited with a friend from college, bought a bikini. I was in a gold lame bikini from American Apparel. I'd gone shopping and apparently swimming because my hair smelled like chlorine. I had a black eye and I was gripping a dart. I was like, I was like, Carlos? Like, I'm at your place? And I was like, what happened? And they're like, oh, we met up. My ex-boyfriend and his girlfriend were in town. I guess they were married then. And so we got wasted and I went shopping for a swimsuit because they had a pool in their hotel. Uh-huh. And they said that I refused to go in the pool. I went in once and then I yelled at everyone, was like cursing everyone out. And they're like, you don't have to go in the pool if you don't want. And then we went back to Carlos's house. We met up with Carlos and I was throwing darts at his dog. It was fun.
Holy shit.
Fun girl Annie. And I was like, where are my pants? He's like, they're in the hallway. I just got like into my swimsuit. I was just in a bikini running around. My ex-boyfriend's wife was probably like, I will fucking kill you. I'm so much hotter than her. Sorry, bitch. You got cankles. And you're married with kids and look at me. She took an improv class years later. I was like, oh, you want to be me?
That's sad.
Yeah, it's sad. You've made a different choice. But think about if your fucking significant other had not dumped you. Whoever dumped you, like, ew, I would have been married to that. I would never have been a comedian.
Yeah, I would still be living in Temecula.
It's
probably.
like a gift. Every time you get dumped, it's like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like positive about my future will be good, but I want to get pupped up. I want to have a kid. That'd be fun. I want to I don't know. It's like all this stuff is so like, it's a lot. I mean, it's exciting to date and meet new people and stuff, but like, does it just never end? I just do that forever until my tits are at my knees. They're not big enough to sag that much to my belly button. I don't know. Get snatched up soon, maybe.
Can happen anytime. You never know.
Who knows? I don't know what I want. I feel like if I got that, then I'd be like, I don't want this. Who knows? I do enjoy freedom. Maybe I'm up for an open relationship if they make me feel special.
I feel like that's the future.
It's like, it has to be realistic though. You don't want to not feel like that's all. If I feel like I'm the number one and you're just like, you need like new puss and you're like, you know,
like I like the idea of like living with somebody and like you're with them, but also if you meet someone else, like you just always have a hall pass. Except you don't call it a hall pass, you just call it living.
Yeah, I met a poly. That's poly. I met a poly guy on my ayahuasca trip, and I was like, the more I talked to him, the more I didn't want to ask questions because I was like, I feel like at some point I just am in his relationship with him. I'm like, are we dating now?
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's just such a weird.
Both parties have to want to do that though.
Yeah, of course. You have to like all want to do it.
But like for real, because I had a friend that one of them.
Are they sheathing a sword out there?
What is that? It sounds like they're cutting down a jungle.
Sounds like a blacksmith. Like what? Am I in Game of Thrones? Are you making me a new sword, motherfucker? Nothing is out there. There's nothing to clean. They're just spraying down something that doesn't need to be sprayed down.
It's very annoying.
It's just shut up. Sell the fucking building already. Watch, we're just outside on the street doing this. I'm like, I'm missing a tooth. Help. I'm like, hold on, I got to stop to blow someone to make money. I'll be back. Can we green screen this somehow? And cut to like, hi, hey, insannies, they sold the building. And then it's just, I'm like in front of a dumpster, like, help, with a sign, help. I just feel like, what were we talking about before that?
Poly. I have some friends that are poly, and it's just weird.
It is weird. It's like Renaissance fairy too. It's like dorky.
But the guy's only doing it because he doesn't want to lose his wife.
And she wants to be poly.
And she wants to like fuck other people. Well, because she like got like a gastric bypass, lost like a ton of weight, got fake tits. Now she just wants to spread her legs and like he's just like, labes. I guess.
Spread those labias, girl.
Yeah.
When I was talking to this poly guy, he was like, you know, my wife and I, we have kids. And he's like, it's just, there's no other way it would work. It's the only way it can work. She has a relationship. He has like a new relationship with someone. So he's like in relationships with multiple people. I'm open to like anything because I really believe in like ultimate happiness. And I do think you can get what you want. I don't think you have to be a victim of your circumstances or whatever, but I just don't know. I wouldn't know until I got into it. And I feel like the only times I'm jealous, like I had an ex-boyfriend who I kind of knew he was like texting other girls a little bit, but I knew that was like his malfunction. I always knew that he desired me and that he wanted me the most. Mm-hmm. So it never really bothered me. And I don't think he was actually cheating on me. He just needed to feel like he had like 3 girls that he could say, I love you to. Do you know what I mean? It's like a weird, and it never, I don't know.
Power move.
It just, I think it's a safety net and it's so he wouldn't get bored. Oh. And then it just did, like, and then when we broke up, I like knew he was going to fuck. Like there was no upset around it really. I was like, oh, I know exactly who he's going to go bang. I know, you know, it's just whatever. But there's other guys, if they're not giving me that, you know, because he was like worship, you know, he was like your gut, like your body, blah, 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 all that stuff. And that was really good for me. But if you're like kind of like not complimenting me, not making me feel good, and then you also want to see other people, then that makes me feel bad. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I don't know what the right thing is. I guess I'll know when I find it. But you know what Brian Simpson said to me the other day? He goes that my problem with guys is that I'm attracted to brilliance. He's right. I'm attracted to brilliance, and brilliance comes with like beautiful minds are attached to fucking psychos, mentally ill people.
Dumb women can be psycho too, though.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But I always imagine them. You're like holding their head and they're like punching. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, relax, bitch. But I think everyone's probably crazy. I would say everyone's a little crazy, but yeah, like it's. I don't know. I gotta find a dum-dum, I guess. I gotta try out a dum-dum.
Me too.
But I never respect them. It's like, I cannot get wet for someone I can get wet for you if you're like
if you don't
such a loser.
Them,
you have to be such a loser. Oh my God.
But if you don't respect them, it's easier to like break up with them.
Yeah. And when you don't respect them, it's like, it feels like a dominatrix situation where I'm like, you do this, you do that, like get on your knees, do that, whatever, clean that, do this, do that. Like it feels more like I'm in power. And that's kind of hot, but it's not them that's making me feel hot. It's like the power I have over them. Mm-hmm. But I don't like that. I like to be like, I'm dominant in my life. Like I like a man.
Yeah.
It's like nice to have a man.
Yeah.
But you can't just have like, I hooked up with this guy years ago who was like 6'8". He was this huge, like, but he was an idiot and he embarrassed me. He was so big. You couldn't hide him. He would just try to be funny and stuff. He came to one of my shows. He was like talking to Kyle Kinane once. I was like, get away from Kyle Kinane. I'm like, you're embarrassing me. But it was like, you know, the other stuff was popping. The way I met him was through a friend at a party. And he was just so tall. And I was saying something. I was like, I hadn't fucked in a while. And I was like, Yeah, I just want to be dominated. And he clotheslined me into a car. And I was like, I mean, I slid off the lid of the car. I was like, it was literally, I'm telling you to this day, the hottest thing anyone's ever done to me. It was so hot.
Clotheslined you?
I was like, he pinned me up against the car and I was like, I'm going home with him. I was like, cancel my Uber. Cancel my Uber. And then I fucked him for like 4 days. But then he was like in love. He was in love. I let him spit in my mouth. He fell in love.
Oh, no.
But I was like, if I'm going to have that crazy type of sex with you, I'm not going to like, that's not like be with you sex. That's like, we're going to fuck for a week.
Yeah.
Also, his dick was so big and it hurt the first couple of days. And then it started to not hurt. And I was like, oh no, it didn't mean his dick shrunk. I'm like, oh no, he's stretching me out for the rest. But it goes back. You get Kegel back. But I was like, oh no. And he just like, it was just too much. It was like, so, you know, he was like a man in stature and in clotheslining, but he was still like, he would like be choking me, be like, hi. I'm like, don't be fucking romantic while you're choking me. I was like, if you're gonna say hey, he would go, hey. I'm like, if you're gonna say hey, it better because you're pounding on my chest because I've turned purple because you choked too long, dude. I better be like having a seizure when you're fucking saying hey. Are you kidding me? You can't be like violently fucking me and then being like, hey, fucking sleep so it. It's just like, wait, you know what he was? He was a real, that guy was a. But then I had to break up with him. After 4 days, I had to break up with him. I let him do too much to me. He fell in love. But I used to, that was like fun. I remember like having just like affairs with guys. It was fun. I hooked up with this Irish guy. He's been DMing me again. We've been having a little fun with that. But I don't know. It was fun to like know that nothing was going to happen. But now I'm kind of like, because I might want a kid, I'm like looking at people like, oh, do I want to have a kid with you? Do I want to have a kid with you? So crazy. Poor guys. I don't say that to them right away. Do I want to have a kid with you? But I do think you should say to people if you want that. I might not want
That's
it. Like,
what
I don't
dating
know.
profiles are for. Like you could put like want kids, don't want kids.
I just don't know if I don't know. I just think I would be a really good mother. And I have like a long maternal instinct, like a large or like a strong maternal instinct. And I honestly, like all my relationships were people I didn't really respect. I weren't into them until, and then I like turned into this domestic fucking goddess, dude. Like I didn't know I had it in me. I was just like cooking steaks. Like I was just doing all this stuff, like bacon. I was making my man meat, you know? I was like, here's some meat, fucking coffee, like boop, morning. Like just like, I just like could be packing a lunch for a kid. I was like, oh my God, I just never felt like that before.
Why don't you just adopt a kid?
Deal with that shit. My mom's adopted. I'm not doing that shit. No, I don't. I want it to look like me. Duh. Are you
want it to look like
me?
Liev Schreiber?
I want it to look like me and Liev Schreiber. It would look so much like Liev Schreiber because we both look like Liev Schreiber. Yeah, he's so hot as Ray Donovan. Oh my God. So fucking hot. I like men. I got trapped with a beta for a second, but I can't do it.
Let's try to wrap this up in like 5 minutes.
Did you hear him interrupt me?
I'm trying to get you out of here.
No, I know. I tried to go this Sunday. I tried to go to Quaker meeting. I was brought up Quaker. Quaker's a very chill form of Christianity that wherever we believe that God's in the form of an inner light. So it's not like God. It's just like a goodness that's in everyone. So it's very chill. It's very hippie-ish. It's fucking awesome. I went to a Quaker school when I was growing up. It's precious. I was just talking to a guy that's Quaker and I was like, oh, it's like nice to know. You go, oh, you got a good base, you know? And I think if I have kids, I'm going to make them go to a Quaker school. But so I tried to go to Quaker meeting because that guy reminded me of it. I was like, oh, I just want to go. You sit in silence. And if you feel moved to speak, you stand up. And I spoke every time as a kid. I stood up every fucking week like such a psycho. I have to like sit on my hands and be like, don't stand up, bitch. This isn't about God. This is about you, bitch. This is attention. I cursed in meeting before. I was like, I'm fucking pissed. It felt so good. In the eyes of God to curse. God made me do it. He made me curse. But people will stand up. Like I went to meeting in Brooklyn when I was living there. And this guy stood up and was like, talked about how he doesn't believe in God. He's like, I come here every week. I still don't believe in God. He's like, I can't find him. He's like, I'm looking for God everywhere and I don't see him. He's like, I feel like I'm looking at the nativity scene and I always go to see baby Jesus and there's no baby Jesus every time. I was like, this is the best religion. People were just like, God's not real. I mean, that's at church. It's fucking fun. It's just an interesting, cool thing. And it's a good time to sit and just kind of be grateful and just worship. So I wanted to go. And I showed up an hour late. I fucking have ADD, and I showed up an hour late, and they were leaving, and I was writing a name tag. I was getting ready to go in, and they were coming out, and I was just like moonwalked the fuck out. I was like, I was never here. And everyone was old. I was hoping there'd be some fucking Quaker dick hiding somewhere. No Quaker dicks. There's no Quaker dick unless it's got erectile dysfunction because it's 70 plus. Everyone is like about to die. I'm like, is Quakerism about to go out of... is about to be extinct because all the old people are about to die? It might. It fucking might. There was this old guy, Bill, that went to my Quaker meeting. I went to this meeting called Green Street Friend School in Philly, and he would wear this. He had this bulldog belt buckle, and it just like would hurt being pressed up against my forehead. It hurt so bad. And no, I'm just kidding. No, but he would fall asleep and he would snore. It was so funny. And then some people would stand up and they'd talk about the Bible and Jesus and stuff, and they'd talk too long. And then the Quakers are pacifists and stuff. So what they'd have to do when someone was sharing too long and like cuckoo, because anyone can go.
Start walking slowly.
They slowly would walk in and just stand there like this.
That's
around
so
them until
creepy.
they sat down.
That's so creepy.
Isn't that wild? I never saw it happen, but my mom told me that's what they do.
It's creepy.
And then it was just such a mix of characters. And it was really beautiful because they had this fire in the winter and you would hear the fire popping and stuff and just sit in silence. I mean, I love meetings. So I got really excited to go and I fucking missed it. I tried to go to church and I wasn't able to. But I loved it. So I'll try to go next Sunday. And I don't know. I hope people have good holidays. I think it's a weird time because you're going home to your family, get triggered and stuff, but they're going to die. Gotta love those fools. They're going to be dead. Gotta love your family. They'll die. So will you. So eat your fucking turkey. Don't choke on a turkey bone. Don't kiss any of your cousins. It gets weird, okay? And this was a short, chill one. Keep watching. Fucking subscribe. Send in comedy things. We're doing the comedy episode next week because we want to put a lot of time and energy into it. So send me more of your bits that you want. Worked on, bits that you think are good, bits that you think are bad, questions about what to do, what you're stuck on, all that stuff. And I will be sure to be so mean to you, but it'll help you. I promise I know better than you. All right, guys, get fat.